The Impossible Legacy: Why Jonathan Kent Can Never Be As Great as Superman. Superman is more than a hero, he's an idea. For nearly 90 years, he has been a symbol of hope, a moral compass, and the ultimate superhero. But what happens when a legacy this immense is passed on? Can the son of Superman, Jonathan Kent, ever truly rise to the occasion, or is the shadow of his father too great to escape? Superman isn't just a hero, he's a mythological figure. His story echoes timeless archetypes: the savior sent from a dying world, the god who chooses to live among mortals, and the farm boy who ascends to universal significance. Superman's greatness isn't just in his powers, it's in his journey. Raised by humble farmers in Smallville, he learns empathy, responsibility, and what it means to be human before he ever becomes a hero. Superman's moral compass wasn't inherited, it was forged through struggle, sacrifice, and choices. Jonathan Kent's story is fundamentally different. Unlike his father, Jonathan didn't grow up in obscurity or adversity. He's the child of mythology, born into greatness with extraordinary powers from the start. His story isn't about discovering who he is, it's about proving that he's worthy of an impossible legacy. Unlike Superman, who built his reputation step by step, Jonathan's every action is inevitably compared to his father's. Even his victories feel derivative, shadows of battles Superman has already fought and won. And when Jonathan fails, it doesn't just tarnish his name, it risks damaging the legacy of the S itself. Superman's humanity is the core of his greatness. Despite his alien origins, he sees himself as one of us. Raised in Smallville by Jonathan and Martha Kent, Clark grew up with human struggles, values, and connections. His life as a farm boy grounds him, making him relatable despite his godlike powers. Jonathan's upbringing couldn't be more different. He didn't grow up grounded in Smallville, he grew up in the sky, literally. His childhood was filled with alien threats, cosmic adventures, and the constant knowledge that his father was Superman. While exciting, this extraordinary life alienated Jonathan from the everyday struggles that define humanity. And then came the most controversial twist in his story, the time skip. Jonathan's accelerated aging was one of the most divisive moments in his narrative. As a child, Jonathan was full of promise, an optimistic, wide-eyed hero who symbolized the future. His dynamic with Damian Wayne as the Super Sons was a fan-favorite era, blending humor, growth, and heroism. But then, in a shocking twist, Jonathan was aged up into a brooding young adult, skipping over crucial years of character development. Readers were robbed of watching Jonathan grow naturally into his powers and identity. Instead, they were handed a character who feels rushed, like a placeholder for Superman, rather than a hero in his own right. The Superman emblem isn't just a costume, it's a symbol of hope. For decades, Clark Kent has embodied what it means to do the right thing, no matter the cost. His decisions inspire others, not because they're easy, but because they're rooted in unwavering morality. Jonathan, however, struggles with this ideal. His stories often tackle modern complexities, social justice, climate change, and political activism. While these themes are relevant, they lack the timeless universality of Superman's core values. Jonathan's internal struggles make him relatable, but they also make him less aspirational. So, can Jonathan ever live up to his father's legacy? The truth is, probably not. Superman's shadow is too immense, his legacy too iconic. But that doesn't mean Jonathan can't be great in his own way. To truly thrive, Jonathan needs to step away from the Superman mantle and forge his own path. Instead of inheriting greatness, he needs to create his own identity, something unique, something that reflects his personal journey and struggles. Superman will always be a symbol of hope, heroism, and perfection. Jonathan Kent may never match his father's greatness, but in finding his own voice, he might just inspire a new generation. What do you think? Can Jonathan ever escape his father's shadow, or is Superman's legacy simply too great? Let us know your thoughts. This is African Reads Comics, where we dive deep into the world of superheroes, myths, and everything in between.